Hello. So this message is to my friends and family, to explain sort of what's going on as best I can. And I've tried in these videos to do that already, but it's a bit, I guess, a summary and an introduction at the same time. So I tried to warn you about what's coming in the world, but I've sent you emails and things, but it's complicated and it's difficult to explain. And it's weird, and I understand that it's weird. And I sent you a few emails and I tried as best I could. And back when I first found out about all this stuff that's going on, I thought what was going to happen was there was going to be, some big event happen, and then I was going to be around to explain it to you. And, I was just forewarning you not to be afraid and to let you know that everything's going to be okay, or, explain it to you. But I've since learned more, and, I realized that I said a long time ago that things are going to happen because I thought things were going to happen imminently. Everybody was following it, thought that things were going to happen imminently. That's why I warned you. I don't know when I warned you first. Depends who we're talking to, I guess. I think some of you I warned in May, some of you maybe even earlier, and then some of you a bit later on I sent an email. But anyway, so I'm trying to warn you about these things that are going on. But as you can tell, if you read the emails, it's not an easy thing to going on. I'm trying to warn you about a whole bunch of things that might be happening, and I don't know exactly what's going to happen. And so my understanding has changed as we go along. So what I've given you in these videos is my journey from, I've tried to explain as best I can. And so we're sort of back to the beginning now, I guess, trying to sum up. It's a really difficult thing to sum up, but basically what I think is happening is I think that there is a totalitarian, like global dictator thing going on. The New World Order. You may have heard of the New World Order, and it's been talked about for a while. I think this is how it comes in. I think it is coming in now, and there's going to be great deception, and all sorts of weird stuff is going to happen in the world. And so I've sort of tried to explain as best I can what's going on with that. But along with that, I've also realized that God is real, and that Jesus is real, and that Jesus is a savior. And so in these videos, I have tried to give you an introduction into what that means and help you to overcome some of the difficulties in getting into it, because there's so much, the world is completely messed up, and there's so much deception going on that I've had a hard time figuring things out. And so I've tried to give you as best I can, like to show you the way, basically. And it's an impossible thing to explain. I mean, there's like 100 videos now that I've put up to try and, in brief, sort of overcome the major contentions and sort of explain where I'm coming from and set you up for, like, I realized that probably none of you have accepted Jesus as your savior, and probably none of you have even really looked into what I've said. So I'm trying to sort of give you what you need to be saved. And I know that you're not going to believe anything that I say, and you're going to think I'm a weirdo until stuff starts to happen. And you're probably not going to take any, because I don't think any of you have taken any action yet, because none of you have really even responded to me. So that's the position I'm in and what I'm trying to do. Like I realized that this is the case, and I'm hoping that these videos are going to stay up and that you'll have access to them. I recommend that you download them if they are useful to you, because they may not stay up. For a variety of reasons. I'm not expecting to be around to explain these things to you, because there is a rapture, as in Jesus is coming back and he's going to take all the true believers out of here. If you're watching this before then you still have a chance to accept him as your savior. But yeah, I'm not expecting you to, because you haven't yet, I guess, and you haven't been curious, and you haven't asked me about what's going on. So I'm assuming that you're fairly solid in your whatever you currently believe. But I've tried to give you as best I can an explanation of what's going on and my journey, and like I was learning as I went, both how to make videos and also just learning what was going on. But I've had this difficult situation where I've been learning about all this completely new reality has been opened up. It's like the veil has been lifted. I don't know if you've noticed, but in the last few years, there's been a lot of new information coming out about a lot of things, let's say. And I've been researching. I haven't had to work, so I've been researching pretty much full time for the last year and a half, especially, into a variety of topics. And I realized that you aren't going to be able to do that. So I'm hoping that the videos that I have put up will help you get through the important things that you need to learn, or the important things that you need to know, I should say. Firstly, that God is real, and God as defined by the Bible, like the King James Bible, and Jesus is real. And the only way to not burn in the lake of fire, basically, is going to be accept Jesus as your Savior and to be killed. You're going to have to be martyred for Him. I know that sounds weird to you, probably, as you're watching this. But if you're watching this before things have started to happen or early on, but that's what's going to happen to you. And the King James Bible is the best Bible version to read. So there's going to be a lot of things happen in the world, and if I could explain easily to you, then I would. But as I said, I've been researching for a year and a half, and I can't explain. I can't explain. I've tried. I mean, like 100 videos. I can't explain. But you'll know when it happens. And I'm hoping that you make the right choice, because I care about you, and I want to see you again. I don't want you to burn in the lake of fire for all eternity. So the important things: accept Jesus as your Savior, be a martyr for Him. The earlier the better, because things are going to get worse the longer they go on. So I recommend being very strong for Jesus. Be careful about other religious people, because that's I guess important point I need to make, is that most Christians don't understand the truth. Like, the Catholic religion is satanic, for example. When I say satanic, I mean the devil is real. That's another thing I guess I should point out. Satan is real, and spirits and angels and those types of things, they're real. And I've gone into this in detail, as much detail as I could in the videos, but yeah, they're real. And yeah, the Catholic Church is satanic. And most religious people, most Christians, I should say, don't read the Bible. Yeah, so don't trust other religious people. Like, if the rapture happens, then every single person who is around is not trustworthy, because all of the true believers will be gone. What else do I need to tell you? I don't know. I've made a whole bunch of videos, but this is, I guess this is a final appeal. A final appeal, and also just because I know, I understand probably where you're at, and you're just annoyed by my position, or you think I'm preaching to you, or you think I'm crazy, or something like that. And so I've tried to leave things behind for you. I've tried to leave behind my testimony so that it will help you in the future. I hope this doesn't come across as condescending. I care about you. That's why I've done what I've done. I mean, I've devoted the last year and a half of my life to trying to prepare myself so that I could explain things. Then when I realized I wasn't going to be around, I've made the videos to try to help you as best I could, and I didn't know what else I could do. I've done my best. I care about you. I want you to be saved. Yeah, God is real. Jesus is real. Jesus Christ is the Savior. You're going to have to be martyred for Him. Don't take the mark of the beast. The mark of the beast, I don't know exactly what it is. It's probably going to be an implant of some sort. I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm sure you'll know. There'll be an antichrist, and people who will be forced to worship him. And if you don't take his mark and worship him, you won't be able to buy or sell, and you'll end up being killed. So you need to be killed, because if you take that mark of the beast, as I understand it, you'll be binding your soul to Satan, and Satan is going to get thrown in the lake of fire, and he's immortal, so he's going to burn there forever. So if you tie your soul to Satan, you accept his spirit, and you're going to go where he goes. So you don't do that. Yeah, but I don't know. I hope you make it. I really do. I wish I could. I don't know. I wish I could do more, but I don't. I can't think of anything else I can possibly do at this point. So I hope to see you again. May Jesus bless you and keep you. And I've been praying for you. I will keep praying for you. Please make the right choice. I'll see you later.